I'm coming to y'all tonight just to talk about the role of the woman in a relationship. I think I get a lot of questions about relationships or about my relationship, and I can only go off of my experience and me, and this is something I'm going to tell y'all. When it comes to love and you choose how you're going to go into this, okay? For those of you who are new subscribers and you don't know my story, I'm going to just take the time to share it with you right quick. When I met my husband, I met him my junior year in high school, and no one knew that he would be the one, okay? There were no signs or anything like that. We were friends for 2 years, and then we became boyfriend and girlfriend. We started dating. With that, there was no special privileges given to Mr. Long, okay? None. I was his girlfriend, and I treated him as such. Now, when I say that, I say this. I had a history of watching the most influential woman in my life at the time. I actually witnessed and watched how my mother interacted with guys and stuff like that. And I honestly always felt like my mama gave too much. She gave too much in the beginning. And maybe if she would just pull back, and maybe if she wouldn't have did this, and maybe if she wouldn't have did that, she would have found her a husband. Okay? A second husband. Because she was married to my father, and that shit didn't last long, okay? However, because of that, I just learned early on that that's something I wasn't going to do. And she taught me something without even knowing she taught me something, okay? I set standards for the man that came into my life. I've had boyfriends prior to James, and I promise you I treated all of their ass the same, okay? Didn't give one more than I gave the other. And when I say give, y'all, I mean giving them things that, to me, only a wife would do. Things only a wife, you know, would save just for him, okay? Just for that perfect one. And nobody, I'm sorry, nobody was worthy. And I'm not a hard woman to please, by far. I love nice things, and I love to be fancy with it and stuff like that. However, I ain't never been a gold digger, which sometimes I was often stereotyped to be, yet I wasn't. No gold digger. I was not some drug dealer's girl or anything like that, because that lifestyle never attracted me. Quick money ain't always safe money. And by not being safe money, I'm not going to try to put myself or my family in any harm's way messing with a dude like that, okay? I met James, and our relationship, it took its course on its own. There was nothing rushed, there was nothing staged. I told y'all a couple nights ago about, you know, Beyonce. If there was anything that I think Beyonce like truly did right, it was the plan, the blueprint to her life. It played out just like any other woman would want it to play out. You know, you get your education, you get your career started, you find a man, you find love, you get married, you have a baby, you live happily ever after, okay? We know happily ever after ain't real, okay? Because in the real world, you know, in order to be happy, you're going to have struggles. You're going to go through some shit, okay? With that being said, I found the perfect man. Let's just say he found me, okay? I didn't have to do nothing spectacular, nothing to blow his mind. He fell in love with Steph, okay? And when he fell in love with Steph, he gained a lot. How he would say it, he gained a love for different foods, because he was a very picky eater when we first met. He gained a love to be around family, because my family was just so tight-knit. Family events and stuff like that, and he was exposed to that. That's what I brought to the table for him. he brought a lot of things to the table for me too. But we're not finna get on that. We finna get on why women do so much to impress or to please a man or to show them that she is wifey material. Bump all that. I'm sorry. But when the time comes, sometimes we as women, we don't hold back. We don't keep something or keep a piece of ourselves that no other man can say they've ever had or never experienced with me. Nobody, okay? We don't keep a piece of something special that we hold for our husbands. I can't tell you guys all the women that I have met throughout my lifetime that in some situations I really have had to shake my head. And you know, sometimes you have to stay in your lane and you can't say things because people gonna live their life, people gonna do what they want to do. However, I'm a sister that I want women to experience love in its raw form, okay? And when I say raw form, no strings attached, none. You know, last night you guys, some of you guys disagreed with what Jasmine did with, you know, paying for her own food when she went to the movie theater. I personally, I don't disagree with it. Mama Steph approves that message, okay? I approve that message due to the fact Jasmine is still keeping a piece of her and she's letting him know I'm independent. Yeah, we went out and we went to a movie. To me, I don't even call it a date, and I keep saying that because to me, I feel like when you're dating somebody, there is an opportunity for you to talk and engage in conversation. And going to a movie, I don't see that as, you know, being at that stage yet, okay? Maybe if they would have went out to dinner, that would have been something different. Yet, let's just keep it real. Men expect a whole lot when they do stuff, and I'm gonna go off my experiences. I can go to the club and a man think he's gonna roll up on me and he gonna buy me a drink. Oh, he also just think he just bought my damn time, and I'm gonna go ahead and say he's a goddamn lie, okay? You didn't just buy my time off of no $8, $9 drink, okay? It's not that serious for me. I can buy my own damn drink, and I've always been that type of woman. Don't think you're going to catch me by what you can show me when it comes to buying me a drink or whining and dining me. Don't get me wrong. I have been wined and dined, and I have loved it and enjoyed it. Yet, I still never let a man know he just got me like that. You feel me? Some things gotta hold back on. Sometimes some women just don't know how to do that. You want to just show that you're all wifey material and that, you know, I could be your wife and I could be the missus. Sometimes they give them too much. Women who stay with men before you get married, and I call that shacking. Stephanie ain't never did that. Never shacked. Never felt like I was going to be the wife without the title. Never. Never did it. And I'm not saying that it's wrong if other people choose to do that, but that's you. Just gotta ask yourself, if you want to be somebody's wife, why aren't you somebody's wife? I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna wrap this up. This has been festering in me all day, because I think people need, women, particularly women, need to know their worth. And in this day and age, we live in a stage now where the roles are flipped. Men want to sit home and take care of the family and send the woman out to work and pay the bills and stuff like that. Sometimes they ain't even taking care of their family. They just sitting their ass at the house on the Xbox and PlayStation all damn day, and then expect her when she get home to cook dinner and shit. We have some men out there like that now. We have some men out there that want the woman to take care of them and let her be the sugar mama. Child, bump that right there. I ain't never been about that life. I ain't about to start being about that life, and I am not gonna preach and condone that lifestyle. If I offend you, or if I touch somebody on that note, sorry, but I think you're selling yourself short. You want things, but you don't want to put in the work to do it. And sometimes you need to hold out just so you can find out for yourself if that person is the one, that man is the one. I told y'all, I don't think I told y'all, my sister Tiff, and this video is really dedicated to her. She found a man. A man found her, and he pursued her, he wined and dined her, he showered her with gifts, the whole 9 yards. I mean, even packed up his shit to follow her while she was in the military, okay? And then, I'ma fast forward. Somewhere along the line, they had a baby, and that's my niece, Kayla, okay? And that is their only common interest that they share right now, today, is their daughter, okay? Somewhere along the line, they have been married, I think, now for like maybe going on, I think this year would have been 12, maybe 13 years, I think. I'm not quite sure. Because when he just started not treating my sister like the woman she needed to be treated like, I think I kind of checked out. I never gave my input 100% because I would never tell somebody to leave their husband or step out on your marriage or anything like that. However, I have just never been the type of person that like to continue to talk about shit and you ain't doing shit. You ain't doing nothing about your situation. So I have a deaf ear when it comes to stuff like that. You want advice, but you don't take advice. Why? Sometimes you gotta ask yourself that. Sometimes the answer be right in your face and you refuse or you're blind to it. So, fast forward, my sister just decided to take the next chapter of her life into her own hands, and she took the power back and she moved out. She left him. And it's liberating because I never thought she would have done it. And for her to have called me this morning and she was like so upset about their, you know, she's still married and he won't give her a divorce and all of this. And I just had to say, stop, chick. Check this out. You hold the power or you hold the key to your own happiness. You can either snatch it and run with it, or you can continue to let somebody control you from a distance. I had to give her some tough, raw love this morning. And I just got off the phone with her not even 30 minutes ago. And she said, Steph, thank you so much for being the sister that you are. She was like, I'm not just saying you being, you're always a good sister. She was like, but this morning I really, really needed you. And I needed you to pick up that phone and talk to me and talk me through this, because she said I was just in a very vulnerable place and I had to help her snatch back. Message in this all is love yourself and know your worth. And never ever ever think that you're not worth more. This video sounds like I'm all over the place. Right now I'm just really in my feelings. And it's just really about the women that are close to me and dear to me that I love in my life. My daughter, my sisters, you know, my good girlfriends. You know, they all going through something when it comes to the men in their life. And I just wish I could make it right for them. Told y'all, everybody needs a Miss Clara in their life from war rooms. From the war room. Everybody needs a Miss Clara. Go see that movie. If you married, go see that movie. It probably will save your marriage. You never know.